And I have to deal with this. They're forcing me to fill the sexual simulations, whether it's a simulation of somebody's testicles being already copulated, or penis, or anus. Neuralink loves to rub it in my face. As I said plenty of times, unfortunately, law enforcement's going against me instead of him. They're pushing the reverse narrative, saying I'm a pedophile, pushing that as much as possible, say I abuse people, and they're spreading it. They said the more I try to save the kids, the more they spread it. Elon Musk did the same thing with Enslaved, the guy who was trying to save his soccer team, and called him a pedophile while he was sex trafficking the kids. Some of the kids were relocated. So just like this situation, they took all the kids out of my life. Nobody wants to leave me, no matter what they say. I said earlier, the kids didn't want to die, right? So they have to push this narrative against me, being held hostage. Nobody who I was supporting or that was supporting me wanted to leave. They knew where the world was going. They knew what I was doing or what I was doing for them. And nobody wanted to leave that. Neuralink came in, or Klan operatives came in with Neuralink, and they forced it. And everybody has to remember the story under a different narrative. Right? Again, this is the equivalent to a CIA project. If you look up CIA projects, you'll see they had torture, interrogation methods, and this is exactly what that is. Their interrogation methods through torture mean you have to change your story and give them the narrative that they want. So they're going to say they didn't know what I was doing, or I wasn't doing anything, or I didn't have anything, but that's not the reality of the situation. Neuralink inside of them as well, especially the more of the truth that they know. Neuralink is more active in their lives, and it's preventing them from getting free through threats against them and threats against their family. They're abused a lot of the times based off of my actions. This game called Monkey Mind Pong. Remember, Elon Musk referred to me as a monkey with a slight dark mohawk, and this is that Monkey Mind Pong game where there's a reaction for every action that I take. Also reactions for some of their thoughts and their actions as well. So if one of the hostages wants to get away, they're punished. They're sexually abused. This is their thought suppression, concentration methods. This whole situation is being covered up with an extortion and sex trafficking ring. The kids are the ones being sex trafficked, and people are being extorted into covering it up. And everybody's being threatened. If you try to get away, you find out it's extortion, or the threats come in. They're also spreading pedophilia. So the people who are being sex trafficked, they have to engage in sexual activity with the extortionists. And they're forcing these guys to become pedophiles. They're bringing more people in to do the same. They want to turn this area into a prostitution capital. They call it the Asian sucking capital of the world. That's their goal for the area. This has been done by the Klan to Asian communities, Asian countries around the world. They do the divide and conquer strategy. They they separate you from the leader, the person they're robbing, and they sex traffic the witnesses. So it's the same thing, exact same thing. And young adults now are they've been enslaved into a sex trafficking ring. I've been enslaved into being trafficked for intelligence, entertainment, and influence. For intelligence, they're robbing me of my thoughts using Neuralink, replicating my existence. I refuse to sex traffic, so they're using my existence, my likeness, for that, as well as my brand. For entertainment, they're running a show of my life, whether it's through my hacked phone, them screen recording it, or my thoughts through Neuralink, or following me with a Starlink satellite. And influence as I try to build, I try to recreate what I had, or create a resistance against what they're doing. They're going after anybody that I go after. And then funneling them in after I've created influence amongst them. California, human trafficking is a deprivation of civil liberties while extracting a service, and that's pretty much what this is. For not only me, for the kids.